नमस्कार. जय श्री कृष्ण. श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद, Shri Advaita Gadadhara, Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Enunciating text 41 and text 42 of chapter 9, Brahma's prayers for creative energy of third canto, the state of Scott, Srimad Bhagavatam. Text 41. Puratena tapasa yajnaira danaira yoga samadhina radham niha shreyasam pumsam matapritis tattvavin matam. It is the opinion of expert transcendentalists that the ultimate goal of performing all traditional pious works, good works, sacrifices, penances, charities, mystic activities, trances, etc., is to invoke my satisfaction. There are many traditionally pious works in human society, such as altruism, philanthropy, nationalism, internationalism, charity, sacrifice, penance, mystic activities, and even meditation in trance, and all of them can be fully beneficial only when they lead to the satisfaction of the Supreme Lord. The perfection of any activity, social, political, religious, or philanthropic, is to satisfy the Supreme Lord. This secret of success is known to the devotee of the Lord as exemplified by Arjun on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. As a good non-violent man, Arjun did not want to fight with his kinsmen, but when he understood that Krishna wanted the fight and had arranged it at Kurukshetra, he gave up his own satisfaction and fought for the satisfaction of the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. That is the right decision for all intelligent men. One's only concern should be to satisfy the Lord by one's activities. If the Lord is satisfied by an action, whatever it may be, then one is successful. Otherwise, it is simply a waste of time. That is the standard of all sacrifice, penance, austerity, mystic trance, and other good and pious works. Text 42. Ahamat matmanam dhatah preshtah san preyasamapi ato mai ratim kurayada dehadira yata krite priyah. I am the super soul of every individual. I am the supreme director and the dearmost. People are wrongly attached to the gross subtle bodies, but they should be attached to me only. The Supreme Lord, the personality of Godhead, is the dearest in both the conditioned or liberated states. When a person does not know that the Lord is the only dearmost object, then he is in the conditioned state of life. And when one understands perfectly well that the Lord is the only dearmost object, he is considered to be liberated. There are degrees of knowing one's relationship with the Lord, depending on the degree of realization as to why the Supreme Lord is the dearmost object of every living being. The real reason is clearly stated in Bhagavad Gita 15.7. Mamai Vamsho Jiva Loke Jiva Bhutah Sanatanaha. The living entities are eternally parts and parcels of the Supreme Lord. The living entity is called the Atma and the Lord is called the Paramatma. The living entity is called Brahma and the Lord is called the Parabrahma or the Parameshwara, Ishvaraha, Paramaha, Krishnaha. The conditioned souls who have no knowledge of self-realization accept the material body as the dearmost. The idea of the dearmost is then spread all over the body, both concentrated and extended. The attachment of one's own body and its extensions, like children and relatives, is actually developed on the basis of the real living entity. As soon as the real living entity is out of the body, even the body of the dearmost son is no longer attractive. Therefore, the living spark or eternal part of the Supreme is the real basis of affection and not the body. Because the living entities are also parts of the whole living entity, that the supreme entity is the factual basis of affection for all. One who has forgotten the basic principle of his love for everything has only flickering love because he is in Maya. The more one is affected by the influence of Maya, the more he is detached from the love of Godhead. One cannot factually love anything unless he is fully developed in the loving service of the Lord. In the present verse, stress is given to focus on the love of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The word kuryat is significant here. This means one must have it. It is just to stress that we must have more and more attachment to the love of Godhead. The influence of Maya is experienced by the part and parcel spiritual entity but it cannot influence the super soul, the Paramatma. The Mayavadi philosophers, accepting the principle of Maya on the living entity, want to become one with the Paramatma. But because they have no actual affection for Paramatma, they remain ever entrapped by the principle of Maya and are unable to approach the vicinity of Paramatma. This inability is due to their lack of affection for Paramatma. A rich miser does not know how to utilize his wealth, and therefore, in spite of his being very rich, his miserly behavior keeps him everlastingly a poor man. On the other hand, a person who knows how to utilize wealth can quickly become a rich man, even with a small credit balance. The eyes and the sun are very intimately related because without sunlight, the eyes are unable to see. But the other parts of the body, being attached to the sun as a source of warmth, take more advantage of the sun than do the eyes. Without possessing affection for the sunlight, the eyes cannot bear the rays of the sun, or in other words, such eyes have no capacity to understand the utility of the sun's rays. Similarly, the empiric philosophers, despite their theoretical knowledge of Brahma, cannot utilize the mercy of the Supreme Brahma because they lack affection. So many impersonal philosophers try to see the Supreme Personality of Godhead by their mental speculation. Although they indulge in theoretical knowledge of Brahma, they do not develop affection for Brahma, nor do they have any scope for developing the affection because of their defective method. A devotee of the sun god, even though despite of eyesight, can see the sun god as he is even from this planet, whereas one who is not a devotee of the sun cannot even bear the glaring sunlight. Similarly, by devotional service, one can see the god even though he is not on the level of a jnani, because of the causeless mercy of the Supreme Lord upon such a devotee. In all circumstances, one should try to develop love of Godhead. That will solve all contending problems. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.